Hello traders, welcome to today's video. It is Tuesday the 12th of September and this is your Bitcoin 5-minute update. So starting off with the big sweep of this triple bottom that we had down here, quadruple bottom that we had if we're looking at spot prices, obviously with perpetuals having that big wick down on the 17th, which took out those June, I think, lows. That hadn't happened on the likes of CME and on spot exchanges. But yeah, yesterday getting that deviation of the lows in a similar way as when we had this deviation towards the highs, and subsequently seeing a reversal to come through not only the weekly open but also the daily level and the daily MPOC that we had left behind from the, well, basically 7th and 8th of September over here. So yeah, a difficult trade to take. This, for me personally, was not one I really wanted to get into. I wasn't looking to go, okay, SFP of the lows and then sweep. And then reversal, sorry. However, there were opportunities to get into this after it started to form a range. So you can see this often happens, okay, when you have these big deviations. And this is even clearer on spot. But we swept lows, formed a range underneath, an opportunity to accumulate, short positions starting to enter, that kind of thing. Back tested it a couple of times, then took out the low. Here you have a failed auction. So you have lows are swept, you get an immediate reversal back in towards the range, showing that there is no interest in price going any lower than this. For all of this move down here, okay, you'd continue just trend down, 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 down. And at this point, you get that move down, but you close back above, hold within this range, no further continuation to the downside, and then immediately starts to shoot back up. So this morning, that being held at the weekly open, there are opportunities to be looking for shorts. What you basically want to see on this, and I was going over this in the trading room, is a retrace no deeper than the 382 in order for this to see any continuation. So when you're drawing your low to your high, you don't want to be going below the 382. Now, I hadn't taken this trade here, and I also hadn't taken any short position since we came into the weekly open. What I wanted to see, now obviously we've just missed out on, is this to have a corrective like ABCD. That just comes out, takes out the lows that we put in over here into that 382, and then looking for continuation higher. It doesn't always work out like that, but eventually that being the main target for this move was this daily level, this being the entirety of the move down. Okay, what always happens, right? You have quick move up, quick move down, ranges for a little bit, continuation, quick move up, okay? So these areas, yeah, always likely to get backfilled at some point. And that is what we've seen. What we also have on here, if we're looking at, let me bring up EXO in just a second. So can we see EXO on here? If I do this, yes. Then if I go on to the 4 hour, then this is where we had our 4 hour MPOC that had been left behind from that big dump. So you've seen how these play out so often, where you come into these just MPOCs reacting as good support and resistance levels. So this move up that we've just seen right now, coming into that 4 hour MPOC that was left behind on Friday the 8th of September. If we're looking at the TPO, once again here, you can see that yesterday we had those poor highs, we had those poor lows. We had taken out those poor highs that came into the daily MPOC and into the single prints. Then we got that like 1, 2, 3 like waves down, and now retracing that whole thing, coming back up to take out what was then poor lows. So if this is to get any further continuation from this point, you're going to be looking up towards 27k. That being the top of the single prints, and that really is the next level to be aware of. I think that where we are right now, if we just go back onto here, is probably a good area to be looking at this as local resistance. Okay, this is the, I mean, unless we're talking about recovering this whole move as well, which again is possible. Okay, this was a big deviation, and if we then are just looking at this as being quick move down, and then recover, you would therefore expect the one which started all of this to be recovered. And at that point, right, you've had all of this move down, all of this. None of this yet has been fully retraced. Okay, this came up quite a long way, but you go level to level. Okay, first of all, weekly open. Next, you're looking for another move up, daily level up here. That recovers this. Then if we can get back above here, then you're looking for this up towards that monthly level, up towards the MPOCs that we have up there, if these load up. And there's one right at the top. So all of these imbalances, the one that I'm mainly looking for is the MPOC that is at that monthly level. Okay, that is the confluence. So that's 27,200. So now maybe finally an opportunity to start playing a trending move. However, to be longing into resistance like this is ridiculous. You've got to be able to catch it somehow. And then for me, that was why we were looking at this corrective move to take out local lows in order to get this. And now you're really looking at probably a back test of what was previously resistance before. So if this does start to correct and you form a range here, you're looking for that sweep down here and then an opportunity to go long for that next leg up. And then alternatively, you're looking for this to put in a range here. You go SFPF of this high, and then you basically come down and retrace these whole moves again, because every time you leave this stuff behind, the chances are that they do get fully retraced. The only positive thing I would say for this as a move up overall is that we had that daily open, which came and back tested what was an MPOC. So if we're putting on our session volume over here, we can see actually this does leave it behind just very slightly over here. But if we're looking at the TPO, then you can see no NPOC basically showing on this profile at all. You just have the single prints down here. So yeah, all of a sudden, a lot of movement. Not easy trading conditions. Okay, you've got to be able to try and just be patient. Don't chase the move. If you miss it, like on this occasion I have done, then you just wait for the next trade, the next opportunities. So once again, that one is gone. Okay, you're now looking for a new range to form, and then you're either looking at, once that range has formed, shorting highs, long lows. If you're longing, you're looking for continuation up to 27,200. If you're shorting, you're basically looking for that move all the way back down to 25,200. And that is, yeah, that's basically it. Just simple level to level stuff. Nothing else really to add on this video. So once again, I will leave it at that. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers. Bye-bye.